Hello and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and Europa Universalis IV, Common Sense, Scotland. We finished our war with the English in the last episode and gained a good 4 territories for Scotland. And in the meantime, we left England in the horrible state of dealing with the Lollard heretics, which I believe is a unique event specifically for the English. I don't actually remember what it tries to accomplish, though. I feel like it helps add reform desire to the Catholic Church. I don't really remember for sure, but either way. Alright. Well, anyway, so the bad side about that last war is we did manage to get ourselves into a good 294 ducats in debt, which is a little bit painful. So that's going to take me quite a while to pay off, I'm afraid. Obviously, the more I pay it off, the faster I pay it off, the better. My inflation's not terrible, I suppose. I was looking at 2, but yeah, so we're basically, at this point, I think, going to have to buckle down, not get involved in any wars anytime too soon, let my manpower recharge, get a treasury going. Why does it still say I have a call for peace? I probably have to wait till the end of the month before that goes away. And of course, we do have these Leinster separatists that I need to worry about. I'm actually going to go ahead and move my army this way, and maybe we'll intercept them before it becomes too much of a problem. France has just canceled my subsidy. Oh, thank you for that. Alright, this is, yep, cannot once be on march. Not a chance, buddy boo. Actually, I should really consider, how long until I can annex you? I wonder. Actually, can I start that now? It doesn't seem to say I can't. I just need to get myself up to a higher opinion. Also, I'm not really sure why your opinion is down to 127. I would have thought you were quite happy with the last turn of events. Aggressive... Whoop. Soiree. Hang on. Oh, the chandeliers blaze shadows and light across the grand ballroom of your palace, and the music of 100 dancing violins fills the air because this is, of course, the victory soiree after defeating the English. Your Majesty, Your Excellency, my King, the foreign guests and local dignitaries greet you. Everywhere is conversation, laughter, discussion, and the breathing, pulsating rhythm of life. Your eyes gaze across the assembled myriads. Who should you talk to tonight? Oh, hang on. Okay, hang on. This actually could be kind of important. I have no legal heir. So, okay. Good evening, my good sir. I could get an additional advisor and lose 5 prestige? Meh. I could, however, lose 10 prestige and accept the fact that I'm going to get an heir, a 155 heir. He's got a weak claim, but that's not too bad. Yeah. Alright, so we were at a soiree, and I met your mother, and, you know, I just like, good day, my young lady, and then she was pregnant. And that's all it took. So, that is the story of how James Stewart, I presume the third, was born. Yep. Well, the good news is, whether he's a weak claim or not, now we actually have a legal heir, so that's good. That's good. I'm not as worried about descending into chaos now, so excellent. Alright, well, we can invest in some new technologic. There is diplomatic technology, increased trade range, and trade efficiency. That could be good. Also, with the ahead of time bonus, yeah, absolutely, we're going to do this. I know it's a lot of Diplotech, but I think it's worthwhile, because that should mean that we're going to get a little bit more money out of trade. So, excellent. Let's go ahead and set this... Actually, I'm going to move these... Well, 6.4% unrest. Friendly troops is only adding 0.24 right now, so I don't want to risk these troops, I think, getting caught by these peasants, the Leinster separatists. But we'll see. Alright. So at the end of the month, we bump up to only 1.78. Wow. So basically my entire income is coming out of war reparations from England. Wow, they popped right back up there pretty quickly, didn't they? Yeah, that's the advantage of being in a much, much, much better trade node, isn't it? Much better trade node. Oh well. That being said, though, I am looking at these forts here. Now, I believe that one thing that changed in 1.13, the patch, is Army Tradition is actually attached to having your maintained forts. The more maintained forts you have, the more Army Tradition it is passively generating for you. I don't have any of them on right now, so I'm actually not getting anything. If I were to turn this on and wait until the end of the month, I'm sure it would tell me. I'm going to leave it mothballed because I kind of need the money, but still. It's good to know. So, ideally, I'd like to have an income high enough that I actually can leave my forts on pretty much all the time. I feel like that would be good for us in the long term. Alright. There's nothing we can do that gets money, right? Well, we can do this. Introduce church taxes, accept the higher unrest, but we also get 8% tax modifier? A little bit of a risk, but we're already looking... well... 2.7 years, 7.8, 5.6, 3.8. English separatists are going to be a problem. I don't know. I would say that that's actually not a bad idea, except I'd rather wait until the cores are complete. One unrest is not a good thing, but you know, it would be nice to get some more. It would be nice to get some more taxes. Incorporate Connaught. Get increased diplomatic reputation. That would be good, except I do kind of want to use Connaught to absorb Meath and the Welsh territories, just for the culture benefit. I'd rather not have to deal with that until I'm ready to do so. So I really don't want to absorb Connaught yet. They have more uses for us. Improve our prestige up to 50, which currently really sucks. Or let my manpower recover. That's not going to happen, is it? I mean, I'm not going to be able to get prestige, really, unless I go to war or get a really lucky event. So, and up to 50, that's just not going to happen. So this is the only one that's really going to have a chance at happening, I guess. The odds of it happening are really low, but you never know. It could conceivably occur. Anyway, alright. Okay, so we have a free diplomat. Can we improve relations? Nope, not with them much. How about France? Yeah, we can get a little bit more with France, I think. We'll do that. A great advisor has died. Master recruiter something something that I don't care about. Land force limits. Modifiers. Force maintenance modifier. I mean, there's some nice stuff, but... diplomatic reputation, don't need that. No, there's just nothing really better at this point, so... Alright, we're just gonna have to sit tight for a little while, wait for some separatists to fire, and try to build up some cash again, because it's quite bad right now. Well, finances reports are... we can actually repay this loan. So we're going to. That should actually bump up my income a little bit, because I'm not paying as much interest. Not by much, but it will make a difference. What are my ships doing? They are protecting the English Channel, right? They're just not moving. Guys? Okay, Scottish fleet. What are you doing? Protect trade in the English trade node. Thank you. Let's take a look at trade, actually. I want to review this one more time. We're already collecting trade, I believe. No, we're transferring trade power. I have 19.9 trade power currently. And I'm collecting from trade here in the North Sea. I'm going to recall this merchant. I'm going to try collecting and transferring trade power from the English trade node and see if that gets me anywhere. I'm currently making 2.15 ducats from trade. Alright. If I say also... whoop. No? You can't do two merchants in the same trade node at once. Well, that makes sense. It's not ideal for me, but it does make sense. Okay. Can I do anything else? I could try transferring some more from the Lubeck trade node. If I did that, and he gets there, I can try steering some more this way. That actually might give... yeah, that's going to give England some money as well. But, well, actually, our finances actually did get better. A little bit. 2.57. What was it? About 2 point... no, wait, was it 2.7 something earlier? Ah, gosh darn it, I already forgotten. All right. Priests are preaching heresy. Do we lose some prestige and get a bunch of unpleasant stuff? Oh my gosh. Autonomy, manpower, unrest, taxes, yuck. Or do we crack down on it for the Diplo points? I mean... Diplo points. Well, how long does this last? This is a 10-year effect. No, I'm going to have to accept 30 Diplo power. It's not a lot, but it's not good. Can't catch a break. France, why did you have to cancel them subsidies? I really wanted those. Alright. Money went down. I'm not sure this is actually working. We'll try transferring this back. 2.66 ducats. It'll arrive in a couple days. Here comes the end of the month, and 2.89. Yeah, that is still the better configuration to go with. It's just not great. Man, I just make so little money as Scotland. Now, I picked up Lincoln hoping that having a little bit more foothold in the English trade channel, the English Channel trade node would be useful to me. And, you know, it's probably better than some of my other provinces, but it's still not great. We'll see if it gets any better once I start coring things. But, yeah, we're really going to be scraping by right now. Could really use some gifts from France. I should not have stopped playing the game, is what happened. Last episode, they were giving me subsidies. I closed the game, I came back, and the AI decided to reevaluate everything, and suddenly I don't get nothing. Well, that sucks. What are some other alternatives? What if I decided I wanted to go to war with Holland or somebody? Is anybody currently not in a union? Royal marriage with France, warned by Denmark, allied to France and Cologne. Utrecht, who are your allies? Munster. Oh, the German Munster. Sorry, not my Munster that I annexed a long time ago. Oldenburg, and the Hansa. The Hansa has actually gotten surprisingly large this game. Magdeburg, Munster, and Utrecht. Friesland is a part of the Holy Roman Empire. I don't really want to mess with them. Really would rather not mess with the Holy Roman Empire just as a general rule. I was thinking it'd be nice to be able to justify some sort of trade conflict. You're allied... Oh wait, this is Denmark, never mind. East Frisia, for a second I was hoping that was a separate country. Yeah, I would like to not go to war with the Holy Roman Empire, but really, a trade conflict would be kind of nice in the sense that I could go to a pretty easy war, hopefully against a country with, like, no naval power, and then just take a bunch of money from them. For example, Provence. How are you doing? Feeling good? What would happen if I declare war on you? You're rivaled with me. I wonder if France would jump in on this or not. No one would jump in except for Milan, and they would help you. I have no casus belli, and that's part of the problem, but let's see. France is defensive, so they won't jump into any offensive wars. They currently have some war exhaustion. They, I guess, like Provence? I don't know. I didn't understand that last time when I couldn't get Munster and Connaught to fight each other, so I'm not sure if that's necessarily true. Denmark won't get involved. They're in debt. Sweden? I don't know. How's Milan doing, though? Milan's currently in a war with Lucha. You know what? I can't justify I have to have at least 10% of the total trade power. And you're in the... Oh, you're in a totally different node. Okay, Provence is in the Bordeaux node, so there's nothing I can do about that. Damn. Would have liked to. Alright. You're currently at war with Austria and Alsace. There's no one who will fight Burgundy with me. And of course, these are all his lesser partners in a union. Utrecht would bring in Austria, the Hansa, and everyone because they're part of the Holy Roman Empire. Norway? Muscovy would join. That's interesting. Muscovy wouldn't really matter, but they would join all the same. Of course, Denmark is still the head of the union, so there's really nothing I can do, I feel like. I was hoping to have some sneaky ways of getting extra money, but that did not happen. Alright, well, you know what? I guess we're just going to sit on our thumbs and do absolutely nothing for at least a little while longer. Castile. Let's improve some... You're friendly with me now. You actually would accept an alliance with me. How exciting. What if I dropped Denmark as an ally? What if I dropped Denmark and picked up Castile instead? I do feel like that would be a better alliance for me. Denmark's a pretty good country, but ultimately, now that Sweden's already broken away and I'm kind of making my first chops at England and I have a truce, Denmark's not of much use. I don't care that they're rival to England, they're not going to do much for me. So, being able to fight Norway at some point would be good. What would happen if I had to do that? I'd have to break royal ties, which would not be good. I feel like that would cause a stability hit. Is that how that works? Where'd your rebels go? Well, they're still occupied, so they must have... No, they're there. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say. Thought maybe the Norway was done with their rebels, but things can't still be occupied if you have rebels. How are these Lollard heretics doing? Wait, who's at war? England? You are currently at war with Burgundy. So you joined in on the side of Austria, did you? Well, then I hope you burn. It looks like France actually jumped in on this as well. Yeah, they did. Oh, Burgundy, what have you done? Come on. Diplomatic map mode. There we go. Oh, Burgundy. Oh, Burgundy. Alright, well, here's hoping that what's going to end up happening is some of these countries will get released from Burgundy, and I will be able to justify some trade wars. I don't think I can take Holland or any of these other really good centers of trade, but maybe I could take their money. I'm going to be watching this with great interest, but until those get released, I really don't think I can handle... Well, maybe I could. What if I could handle Burgundy? If these guys get totally stomped and Burgundy gets murdered, and they have no fleet of any kind and no one will defend them... I mean, all I have to do for a trade conflict would be just set up blockades, I think. More or less. Also, I do know that my naval force limit went up. We went up to 23! Holy crap! Okay, well... Whoops! New Holy Roman Emperor elected of Austria. Shocker. Getting more barks would be nice. If it weren't for the fact that I still have another 250 ducats in debt that are probably going to be coming due at some point, I would say that's a great use of my time. I don't know. I'm not convinced that the lightships will pay for themselves. Well, actually, they might. Hang on, let me do a little bit of thinking here. So, one thing that changed in the 1.13 patch is the maintenance of lightships got reduced. They now have a maintenance of 0.04 ducats per month. I think it was 0.08 before. So the initial cost to build them has not changed, but the maintenance has gone down, which is pretty nice for me. You're protecting here, so you're bringing in... Our trade value goes up from 0.66 to 0.95 thanks to this trade fleet. So that's a difference of 0.29 ducats, and it's costing 0.58 in maintenance. Yeah, see, that's the problem. I'm just not convinced that these lightships actually pay for themselves in that sense. Or do they? I don't know. I know having more lightships would be good. Cumbria has officially been cored. That's fantastic for me. The Lollard heretics are still going at it. They've occupied London and Meath a while ago. But it looks like they lost something, so either they've got a large stack sitting here on London and England doesn't know what to do with it. Actually, I see a cannon fire on marches, so maybe they're sieging marches down. Oh, it looks like England's actually going to be starting to siege down London. Okay, well, the Lollard heretics probably won't do as much damage as I would have liked, but... You know what? It happens. The Leinster separatists are getting really close. Really close. It says 2.4 years, so there's a 3.4% chance. It would cost a little bit too much, I think, to bump up the stability right now, though. We gained our cores in Lincoln, Yorkshire, and Northumberland. Fantastic. Okay. Culture accepted. We now accept English as a culture in our nation. So English, yes. English, American, and Scottish are actually all part of the primary group of British. No surprise, but that does mean I think that the unrest should be a little bit lower here, right? I don't know what it was before. Separatism is a problem right now, but, yeah. I do know that cultural acceptance is a big part of unrest, so... Thankfully, that will no longer be an effect, because now we've cored the provinces. Do I just build some ships at this point? I probably do. Alright. Alright, we do it. Let's build 2 more barks. We'll add them to the fleet. Not only will they give us some more trade power in the English Channel, but also if I have to use them to justify a trade conflict and get some money, I will. Let's see how the cards fall after Burgundy dies. That will be interesting. Castile, we've officially gotten as good as we can on there. So the question now becomes, do I actually dump Denmark? Let's get my diplomat back and take a quick look-see, and then we'll call the episode. Alright, so if I broke royal ties, I would lose a stability and a little prestige. Not much, but it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. And I would have to dissolve an alliance as well, and that'll upset them, but it won't have any other effects. I don't want to take the stability hit unless I know I'm going to war and I want to bring Castile in, but they are friendly with me right now. So if I were willing to go over the relationship limit, I would pick them up. But right now I am not. Again, let's see what's going to happen here. Let's see who is allied ultimately. Well, Burgundy is allied with Castile. So even if I allied with Castile right now, if I had to go to war with Burgundy or any of his vassals, Castile may or may not jump in and help them. It's really hard to say. Right now they wouldn't, because they're in debt and they've got war exhaustion up the wazoo. I don't know. I'm really hoping that what'll end up happening is Burgundy will lose all of their lesser partners in the Union, and I might be able to start blockading some of these ports, siphon a bit of money into England, and start paying off my debt. That would make me very happy, but we'll see what happens. Alright, well thank you guys for watching. This has been Pravus with EU4 Common Sense, playing as Scotland. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. It does help. And I will see you guys next time.